Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would do a look using the new Patrick Star One Size Beauty palette. I picked this up the day it went into Sephora, and I did try this palette once before. I used the army green color, which was matcha and olive, and I did a look and I posted it on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go and follow me so you can see that look. And I thought I would play around with some other colors today and just give another view of the palette. So far the colors I used I loved. And while I was in Sephora, I did also pick up his other two makeup remover products, the spray and the wipe. And so far I am loving the Go Off spray. It is so light. It is such a light mist and it really does a good job about removing your makeup. So I'm loving this product at the moment. The wipes, however, for me are kind of a bust. It says the juiciest makeup remover wipes ever. I don't know if it's just my pack, but my wipes in this seem to be very dry. And honestly speaking, the Neutrogena makeup remover wipes that I normally buy are a lot more saturated in the makeup remover than these ones. So I don't know if I just got like a flop of a pack or what, which is kind of a bummer, but I love the packaging and I love the size of the wipes. However, mine are just pretty dry. And one thing that I learned when I did a freelance many years ago is whenever you have makeup wipes, you flip it upside down, naturally with gravity, all the solution will go to the bottom, which will be the first wipe that you pull out to use. So always store them upside down so that way the wipe that you go to use is always saturated and the most wet. And it'll also prevent you from getting a dry wipe. So I learned that tip years ago. I've been doing it with the Patrick Star ones, but mine are still pretty dry. So I just wanted to mention that. So this is today's look that I created with the Patrick Star Visionary palette, and I will zoom you in so you can get a closer look. So this is the look. So if you want to see how I created this look, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and you want to make sure you hit that bell notification. So if you want to recreate this look with me, then keep on watching. Okay, so I just went ahead and did my base off camera just to kind of move things along a little bit. And I'm going in with my P.Louise base in Rumour 1, and I'm going to apply this all over my eyes. So since I am doing a cut crease, I am taking this all the way to the brow bone since I will be creating a fake crease because I have hooded eyes. So my cut crease, my lid, actually has to go above my natural crease. Otherwise, if you do it in your natural lid, throughout the day the colors will blend and it will no longer be a cut crease. So I'm just taking this basically to the brow bone. So I think for my first shade, I'm going to go in with this color right here, and it is called Suede Charm. It's just a very, very light brown. And I'm just taking that on my Morphe M453 brush, and I'm just going to start applying this above my crease. Beautiful. This whole palette is beautiful. So what I did with Suede Charm is I just very, very lightly applied it above my crease, and I really didn't apply too much product. You can barely see the product on my skin, and I'm not really using it For its pigmentation, I'm using it more as a guide, as a transition shade, just so that way I can get my placement right. So you just want to very lightly apply the shade. You don't want it to be too visible. Okay, so next up, I think I'm going to take this shade right here. It's called Taupe of My Game. It's a little bit of a darker brown, and I'm going to apply that just in the same area and slightly below the Suede Charm shade. And I'm just slowly dragging that onto my lower lash line as well, just to kind of start the guide for my lower lash line. So next up, I'm going to take my cheap Estee Lauder brush, that's one of my faves, and I'm going to dip into the shade Brownie, which is this dark brown color right here. And I'm just going to apply this just slightly above my crease. So next up, I'm going to take the shade Turban Legend, which is this matte black shade right here. And I have heard so many good things about this black shade in this palette. So all of his colors are amazing. They are pigmented, they blend really, really well. And a lot of people have been raving about how good his black shade is, because a lot of times with black mattes, they can become blotchy or patchy, or the pigment kind of goes away as you start blending. So I just had to try this shade. So we're gonna see how it blends, but I'm very hopeful and excited because I did hear that it is such a good black. So I'm taking the black shade, which is Turban Legend, and I'm just going to put that slightly above my crease and in my crease a little bit. And I'm just dragging this slightly under my lower lash line just to help create the shape. So one thing to do if you have trouble blending two colors together, what I like to do is I like to take a little product on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to put it on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm just going to flick it towards the inner corner. I'm not actually rubbing it, I'm just flicking the color. And you don't have to do a lot, just a little bit, but by flicking it, you're kind of flicking color flakes, if you will, towards the center of the eye. Not very far, but when you go to apply the other color, it just kind of creates this natural blend, and it's just so, so pretty. So I'm just doing that, so that way my outer corner is dark And when I go to apply my lid color, it just blends beautifully. And I have to say, I really am loving this black so far. I think it's gorgeous. Take more of my P.Louise base and I'm going to start cutting out my crease. And what I'm going to do, because I have hooded eyes, I'm going to go above my natural crease and I'm going to create a new crease. So you just stamp the concealer slightly above your natural crease, then you fill in the lid up to your new drawn crease with your concealer or eyeshadow primer, whatever you use. But for this look, I'm going to use the P.Louise base that I already used. This oval concealer brush is from Crown Brushes. It is number C224. And I'm going to look slightly down and straight ahead. So that way my skin isn't stretched. I see exactly where my natural crease is. Take my eyeshadow brush. I'm only going to do one eye at a time. And I'm going to dip into the color Rebel Gray, which is this really pretty bluish, grayish color. And I'm going to stamp that on top of the concealer section. With the shadow on the lid, I'm going to take more of that black shade and I'm going to put a little bit on my shader brush and I'm just going to pat a little bit over the outer corner just to kind of blend those two colors together again. And just kind of blend out that edge. the Turban Legend color, which is the black, on my Estee Lauder brush, and then I'm going to intensify my lower lash line a little bit. So next up, I'm going to take this super dense brush. It is from Crown Brushes. It is the C408 Chisel Shader Brush. And I'm going to dip into the black color again, Turban Legend, and I'm just going to really stamp this in my lower lash line. And I have to say, what's really nice about this black is there's basically no fallout. Like, I don't have any fallout on my skin. There's a little in the pan, but not much at all. It's a really, really good black shade. So now that I've stamped my lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with my Estee Lauder brush and just blend out that edge very, very lightly. So I am going to do my liner, my mascara, and my lashes off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, you guys, so this is with liner, lashes, and mascara. I put some of the Juvia's Plce Volume 3 highlighter on my inner corner, so it looks like that's super pretty. So I'm going to zoom you in so you can see a close-up of the eyes, and then we will finish my face. So here is what the eyes look like, a super soft, smoky look. So beautiful. Okay, so now to finish up the face, I applied bronzer when I did my base, but for highlight, I think I'm going to go in with my Jouer highlighter in Citrine. It's this one right here. It's so pretty. And I'm going to first spray my highlighter brush with a little bit of setting spray. Such a pretty glow. I love this highlighter. It just gives you such a gorgeous natural glow with a side of beam and bam and glow, so I love it. And then to finish off this look, I am going to go in with my MAC Stripdown Lip Liner and my favorite lipstick right now, which is the Shein Chic Glam lipstick. It is in the shade Chic, which is a perfect neutral color. It's on the brown side, so it's not too peachy, it's not too pink, it's like a perfect brown. So I'm going to go ahead and do my lips. After I do liner and lipstick, I like to go back in with my lip liner and just kind of blend the two colors together just slightly. So you guys, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do post 3 times a week here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys.